Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen, as well as boys and girls. Each person in attendance here tonight assumes all risk and danger in the central setting of the time, whether occurring prior to, during, or subsequent to the actual playing of the game, including specifically, but not exclusively, the danger of being injured by touch or equipment of any kind, including shattered legs or fiberglass, Central Collegiate Athletic Association, participating teams, game officials, the municipality of Plattsburgh, and Stafford Arena, and other individuals are not liable for injuries resulting from such causes. Thank you for your attention.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. That'd be a great night for some hockey. All right, cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wish to welcome you to Plattsburgh State Fieldhouse. In our commitment to promote a safe and healthy environment, we wish to take a moment to bring your attention to this important safety announcement. In the unlikely event we need to evacuate the building should arise, please take a moment now to identify the many exit doors that are located throughout the building, as well as your nearest exit. Remember, your nearest exit can be located immediately behind you. If the fire alarm is activated, please proceed calmly to your nearest exit and proceed to your nearest area of assembly. The north side of the building, or the far side of the access road on the south side of the building. All of us here at Plattsburgh State thank you for your attention to support and safety announcement. In accordance with SUNY Plattsburgh campus policy, use of all tobacco and tobacco-derived products is restricted to a limited number of designated parking lots on campus. The nearest designated lot, in relation to the Stafford ice arena, is the main parking lot out in front of the fieldhouse entrance. This policy replaces the rule of no smoking within 25 feet of buildings. We appreciate your cooperation.
Whenever you're ready for a mic check. Also, what's your last name? Nick is asking. Nelson?
Hello. This is Calvin Nelson speaking. Welcome to Cardinals versus Bears here at the Ronald B. I am your host, I am your co-host, Calvin Nelson speaking, here to do color commentary. And in today's game, we have the Plattsburgh State Cardinals against the Potsdam Bears.
The State University of New York Athletic Conference, Plattsburgh State Athletics promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, and sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition.
welcome in everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this great Friday night for a beautiful matchup of the North, the two most northern teams in the SUNYAC, your Plattsburgh State Cardinals going up against the Bears from Potsdam. Thank you all so much again for joining us. I'm Hans Hummerschlag, and joined alongside me, as always, is my color commentator, Calvin Nelson. Calvin, how are we doing on this great Friday evening?
I'm doing good, ready to see, these two teams play. Hopefully, in a dominating, I'm expecting a dominating Plattsburgh win.
Yes, and this should be a very, very interesting game. It is Plattsburgh, one of the top teams in Division III, ranked number 8. One of the top teams in the SUNYAC. This SUNYAC top 3 of Cortland, Oswego, and Plattsburgh only separated by 1 point. And so from this game on, every win for Plattsburgh matters. But it is a simple end of the year schedule for them. Potsdam tonight, Potsdam tomorrow night, except they're going into the Bear Den. And then next weekend, going up against Canton to end their season off strong. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be every game matters, but it starts with this one tonight. Plattsburgh, like I said, only 1 point out of that top spot in the SUNYAC, and for the Bears out of Potsdam, they sit at the bottom of the conference, so this is a game where the Cardinals can take advantage, get into the Ronald B here tonight, get off to a hot start, and leave here 2 points in the bag. But these two teams played each other earlier in the year when the Cards headed into the Bears Den. They won 3-0 on the 15th of November, and so we'll see if they can repeat that here, or if the Bears will come in here with the upset and get the W. But before we get to your hockey action, let's send you down ice side for the singing of our national anthem.
It's sung by Plattsburgh State sophomore Katie Salva.
And so, coming off the doubleheader last weekend, it was definitely an interesting one, but both teams, that being Cortland and Plattsburgh, entered the weekend, came out the same way in the same positions. Cortland took that win on Friday. It was a 2-0 win for the Red Dragons, but then Saturday, Plattsburgh came back with a 2-1 victory where Adriana Urban got the scoring started, and then it was May Olshansky who shut the door on the Red Dragons to get the win for the Cardinals. But this game here tonight is the start of a streak that the Cardinals should go on, where they have to win every game if they want to get that top spot in the SUNYAC. If they mess up, slip up even just a little bit, then they could lose out and get into a bottom 4 position where they won't even have a home game, Calvin.
Absolutely. And, they need to win these games, because if they don't, they're out of the SUNYAC, like you said. But I think that bouncing back from that loss on Friday and then winning against your rivals, against Cortland, and then playing, lower end teams, lower teams on the SUNYAC. I think that the Plattsburgh Cardinals, they really have a good chance of making the top spot and getting it done here.
And so we'll see if they can get it done, and it will be to the look on of this top line for the Cardinals, who are your starters this evening. Down the middle, it is Kate Conlon, and to the right and left of her is Sydney Francis and Kiera Wall, respectively. And for Kate Conlon and Kiera Wall, they both got the assists on each goal last weekend in that aforementioned 2-1 victory for the Cardinals. So it will be again up to this top line to see if they can get things started here fast early in this one, as that one's going to be called back for an icing. But it will be up to them to really set the tone, set the pace here. And if the Cardinals are going to win, you're going to expect a lot of points from that top line. And so, your starters now for the visiting Potsdam Bears. That top line of Rebecca Kane, Alicia Marandola, and Jalen Castro get the start. And then on that defensive pairing, it's Victoria Prolu and Taylor Swamp. And then in net for the Bears is Magali Parent. And then the starters for your Plattsburgh Cardinals, of course, that top line of Wall, Conlon, and Francis get the start. And then on defense, it's the great pairing of Urban and Norton. And then, of course, Chloe Lewis gets in between the posts for the Cards. So that puck is sent back down. No icing called, however. Chloe Lewis was looking for that one. That one just flipped in by Orr, however, going off for a change, but they won't be able to get one. That was just hit a bit too hard. It's coming back down for an icing. And so, as we said, important game here for the Cardinals. Got to get this win streak going, bring it to 2, then get some momentum heading back to Potsdam tomorrow. And to get 3 wins here, especially going off last weekend's win against Cortland, which was huge after they lost the first one, it's got to be about winning out the rest of the season. If you win out, there is a good chance you finish top seed in this SUNYAC.
Absolutely. And with these Cardinals, their defense has been fantastic so far this season, and especially in those past 2 games. Even though they lost one of them, they only allowed 2 goals in those 2 games. And I think if they just command their defense and stick to what they did against Cortland, they'll definitely see positive results here.
And that shot by Balfour, the first for the Cards this evening, goes wide off a body. And so, as you're saying, yeah, it's very important, especially this defensive play that the Cardinals are going to bring in here down the stretch in this season. Their defense has been nice the entire season, but for the Potsdam Bears, so has theirs. It's just they haven't been able to pick up that scoring in Potsdam. You know, they've only allowed 36 goals, which is top half of the conference, but they've only been able to score 27, which is a number you don't want to see, especially if you're trying to win games here in this very tough SUNYAC conference. Now Prosick just sends that one in. The Bears will give chase, but it doesn't get past McLean. And now a little play there behind the net. Prosick couldn't get away. Prosick again down in the corner. She's got McLean there for some help, but the Potsdam Bears able to kick that one out of their own zone. Go off for a much needed change. Two able to get off, however, as that was a nice progressive push there by the Cardinals. And so now battle for it on those end boards. Looks like Sarah Barrett trying to get that one away from Francis. And she's able to, so nice job there by the captain of this Bears team. But Plattsburgh, nice job on the forecheck, keeping this one in possession. It's you getting that one over to Cho, and Cho's shot from the top of the point. Conlon trying to tip that one far circle, but never got through. Now here's Wall trying to dance around, gives it to Francis. Francis, though, there tied up by Kane. Clifford's in there as well. But now it comes back out to Cho. Cho, her shot out front. Conlon just couldn't tip that one in on net. It goes wide. Now here's Wall back up to you. You, her shot through the legs of a couple skaters, but just wide yet again. Here's you once more, near circle. pinned against those boards. Nice defensive play there by Merrill. Wall able to keep it in. So Plattsburgh already early in this one putting the pressure on offensively, and now a power play will be coming to the Cards. And so a great opportunity here, 6:12 still to go. It's early in this first period. And so it will be Potsdam's number 20, Josie Purdy, headed to the box for 2 for tripping.
And this is good for the Cardinals. You know, not very successful on power plays, but this right here could give them a very promising lead against the Bears.
Yeah, and maybe, you know, getting one here, having a successful power play, especially going into the final stretch of the season, maybe it starts a hot streak for them where the power play becomes undefendable. But that shot through the crease on that first chance on this Cardinal power play. But now here's a nice go of it from Visco. Visco, though, her shot gloved down easily there by Chloe Lewis. And so Chloe Lewis seeing her first action here tonight. It's been a quiet couple first minutes for her, but up to the task for that one, able to make the easy save, stop that short-handed rush. It was a great takeaway and chance by Olivia Visco, but Chloe Lewis just one step ahead.
And like you said before, Hans, their defense has been very good this season, very solid. You know, it's kind of misleading how they're one of the worst teams in the SUNYAC, but their defense has only allowed 36 goals so far this season.
Yeah, great effort from these Bears. Really something to hold their hat on is this defense. But now here's Norton getting that one over to Urban. A minute left in the Cardinal power play, and that shot by Urban just off the pillow of Parent. And so now play for it against the glass. One Bear takes a spill, but they're able to get it out of their own zone and get it down so that they can go off for a change. But now coming on into the zone is Wall. Here's Kiera Wall. Holding, finds Balfour. Balfour now back to Wall. But a nice play there defensively by Barrett. And so Potsdam able to keep Plattsburgh out of the near side area, able bending a little bit but not breaking so far. 22 seconds left in this Cardinal power play. And that's been the story for this Potsdam defense is they let you get in the zone, you can settle it down, but if you try to get tip-ins on the crease or around it, they're not going to let that happen. They are stout around that crease of Magali Parent.
Absolutely, and they're doing a good job here against these Cardinals right now.
But now here's Ridgie. Ridgie looking for the pass out in front, holds it though, no one there as the power play comes to a close. And so Potsdam able to shut the Cardinals down here on their first power play of the evening. And so now coming the other way is Johnson. Johnson, though, met there by Francis, and so a nice defensive stand here for the Cardinals. Not letting anything happen offensively here for Potsdam. Morris tried to give chase on that one, but just not enough in her skates. That one's coming back down for an icing. And so face-off now, glove side, or excuse me, stick side of Lewis. And it will be both 22s, Kasperzak and Mills for the face-off. And this time it's the 22 for the Bears that wins it. So nice face-off there, win there by Mills. But now coming the other way are the Cardinals. Here's Francis. Francis, her shot. Nice use of the body there by Swamp. Morris chases Prolu into the corner for that one. Ridgie comes away with it, gets it to Cho. Cho, her shot from the top of that blue line is just wide of the net. Now Potsdam trying to make something happen here. Both skaters race for it, but it's Cho who's able to beat out the racing Rathburn. Sends that one back down. Potsdam trying to get off for a change there. They won't be able to, and so Ken Plattsburgh with a couple of tired skaters on the ice for Potsdam. Can they make something happen here? Really pressure them a bit, get them real tired, and then take advantage of a nice opportunity. As moving in is Bridget Orr, but she can't get around that defensive pairing of Prolu and Swamp. Forsyth able to get that one to Orr, who gets a nice pass to Olshansky, but that shot right into the body of Victoria Prolu. And now a dig for it out. Olshansky wins it. Potsdam trying to get repossession of that puck. Prolu fighting pressure. Now Mills. And Olshansky with a nice takeaway. She holds her shot off the inside skate of Prolu. Looked like Parent lost it for a bit, but it went wide anyways. Now here's Ridgie getting that one to Balfour. Balfour over to Wall, and Wall shot off the leg. That was off of Merrill. It's a nice job there by Merrill to get the block off that one. And now here's Francis. Francis looking for Balfour. As Conlon comes shrieking on the ice, can't get the pass to her. Francis was never able to control that one. And now a takeaway by Swamp, but she can't get it past Forsyth, but Forsyth can't keep it in the zone, and so finally Potsdam able to make a change. But now here comes Balfour on the near side. Balfour's shot through the body of Kane. Wall leaves it there for Forsyth. Forsyth trying to push it ahead to Conlon. Conlon, though, however, can't get it back to Francis. And so now it comes out of the zone, and Balfour has to retreat to get that one. She's pressured, though, however, by Kane. Here's Francis now trying to fight for that one, but Potsdam able to just push it past that blue line, but coming right back are the Cardinals. Wall trying to deke around one. Francis now back to Wall. Wall far circle, leaves it for Norton. Norton shot right into the logo of Magali Parent.
Pretty messy play there, but Wall found the pass, and you know the shot. It was a good shot, but goalkeeper just swallows it up. But overall, it's been good defense by these Bears.
Yeah, Norton had an open lane there from that far side, but just I don't think she put it where she wanted it to, right into that Bear logo of Parent. But we'll see if she can get another chance to make up for that, as now here comes Barrett right down the middle, but a nice stop by Chloe Lewis. So Potsdam trying to just get off any shot they can as soon as they enter the offensive zone. Haven't been able to get comfortable, set up, even let themselves catch their breath down here in this Cardinal offensive zone. Now Yu pushes that one up to Kasperzak. Kasperzak couldn't control, however, that would have been a nice 2-on-1. She had Rugi on her far side. Here's Rugi behind the net, pushes it up to Yu. Yu looks, has no one in front, so tries the wraparound, but that one just goes through the crease. Parent has no stick here, so Plattsburgh can take a little bit of an off-balance advantage, but that was a nice stop there by Merrill. Now moving it up are the Bears. Fresh line on the ice, but Garrow just couldn't quite control it. Cho pushes it up to McLean. McLean looking for Facette, but that one didn't get enough power on it to get behind the net of Parent. And now chasing after that one is Prolu. Trying to move it up to Johnson, but it's back around on the other side for Swamp. And Prosick hits that one right into the Potsdam bench. And so halfway through this first period, shots on goal are even for the Bears and the Cardinals at 2 apiece. But so far it has just been nothing but Cardinal pressure in this Bear end. Now there's McCann, but that shot off the leg of Holmes. And that is a strength of this Potsdam Bear team. They like to block shots. They've got no problem putting their bodies on the line, letting their goalie not have to take all the brute force of every single shot. And that shows why they do have a pretty solid defense here. Now here's Ridgie. Ridgie looking for Francis, but that pass just a bit too much fire on the back of that one. Now here's McCann. Leaves it for Balfour. Moves it up to Wall. Wall, though, met there by a stiff Kane. And Potsdam can't get it out of their own zone. So now here's Kira Wall, who leaves it for Kate Conlon. And Conlon shot off the leg there, or excuse me, the wrist. It seemed like she was shaking that a little bit, was Alicia Marandola. Now there goes Marandola. Has help from Kane. But that pass never got onto the stick of Purdy. Forsyth, nice takeaway, though she's pressured there, right pinned against that glass in between the two benches. Nice job there by Barrett. Urban keeping that one out of the Cardinal zone. But now able to bring it in is Merrill. Leaves that one for Purdy, but Purdy's shot never got through on net. Now moving up is Kasperzak. Kasperzak gets around one, tried to get around two, hit the ice there. Kasperzak tried to center that one out front for Rugi, and now there's Morris and finishes that one off. And so the Cardinals here take the early lead 1-0 against these Potsdam Bears, and that's just what the doctor ordered for these Plattsburgh Cardinals, getting the early goal, getting the early lead in this one to take control, and you just saw that one coming. They had pressure, constant pressure this entire 12 minutes of game action that we've had, and that one was just bound to come, and it's by way of Tessa Morris, who now has 10 goals, or excuse me, 8 goals on the season. And now moving in, that shot by Johnson just goes high and wide. And now moving ahead again is Kasperzak. Here comes Kasperzak. Tried to move to the backhand there, but couldn't get a shot away. And now Rugi tried to put it in near side post, but Parent just able to get to there in time. But a nice early lead here for the Cardinals by way of Tessa Morris. And so we'll see now if they can really take control of this game, get some insurance here, and get a nice early start in for this game. But now here's Potsdam trying to move it around the horn, able to get it out of their own zone. And now coming the other way is Kane. Kane on that far side. Tried to center that one to Marandola, but that one just a bit behind her. Now Marandola skates out of the zone. We'll just dump that one in as she goes off for a change. And Balfour will collect from Lewis. Here's McCain now. She's fighting for it. It's able to be pushed back down, and so Balfour will have to reset. Balfour there pressured by Purdy, but able to get it away to Wall. Now here comes Wall and Conlon. Conlon on the backhand. Parent couldn't quite glove that down, but was able to keep it out of the net. Wall looking for Francis out in front, but Francis has to come for help. She was pressured there. That was some nice defense by Rachel Kane. Here's Wall, tied up there a bit by Purdy. Urban now, centered out for Conlon, and Conlon, her shot, nice block by the diving captain, Sarah Barrett. And again, you've been seeing it this whole time. This Bear team has no problem putting their bodies out there, diving in front of pucks, bending a knee to one, and it's really great hustle out of this team and great effort from this Bears team that you don't see many other teams try to do and try to implement into their defensive schemes.
Absolutely. And, when Plattsburgh is getting aggressive like this, and, they're one of the best offensive scoring teams in the SUNYAC, so you expect them to be more aggressive, get more shots off, and Potsdam's not having it. They're still taking those hits, still taking, preventing all shots from going off, and, they've been good defensively so far.
Kasperzak met there in the corner. That was a big hit from Clifford, but now battling for it on that far side is Garrow and Ridgie. And And Garrow takes a spill there, so does Ridgie, and so a penalty coming. And it will be Molly Ridgie headed to the box for 2. And so after the Cardinal power play earlier in the period was unsuccessful, Potsdam will get their first chance to go on the man advantage. We'll see if they can tie this one up back at 1. And so that face-off win by the Bears as their power play gets started. Here's Prolu, getting that one onto the stick of Merrill, back to Prolu. Here's Merrill, pressured by Rugi. Now chasing that one down in the corner goes Clifford. Now fight for it. It squeaked out. Finally, Clifford able to get that one onto the stick of Prolu. Cardinals unable to get it out of the zone. Here's Merrill. Clifford tried to get that pass, but Rugi able to clear that one out of the zone. And so now for this Potsdam power play, we'll see they can get a shot away here, second opportunity. But that one sent in. Nice job again by this Plattsburgh penalty kill.
And Plattsburgh so far this year has been very good killing penalty plays, killing power plays, allowing less than 3% of these power plays to go and get a goal from. So overall, just great defense from these Cardinals, and I expect them to do so here.
Yes, a very strong penalty kill here from this Plattsburgh Cardinal team. Especially head coach Kevin Houle, something he takes pride in is this strong PK. Norton, though, fighting for it in those corners. Now here's Kane, getting that one onto the stick of Swamp, who's able to get it over, and the shot off from Kane is just never got through. And Rachel Kane yet again sends that one down to Barrett. Here's Barrett. Back to Rachel Kane. Expiring power play here. That shot from Barrett goes off the skate of a defender. And so Plattsburgh, another nice penalty kill here. Ridgie races Swamp for that one, and she'll beat out the icing. Nice job there by Molly Ridgie right out of the box. Her shot on net, Tessa Morris couldn't quite tip that one in. Looking for her second goal of the evening. And now Rebecca Kane fights for it for the Bears. But Sydney Francis able to come away with it. Sydney Francis, her centering pass, trying to look for Morris there, who's right out in front. But Francis trying to leave that one there for Kasperzak. Swamp was all over that one. But now coming back this way is Kasperzak. Kasperzak now taking it herself, going down the middle, looking for the backhander, and back to the forehand on that far side. But Parent able to cover that one up and stop any danger from happening there.
What a great play there by Kasperzak, weaving through that defense, trying to find just one sliver of an opportunity, trying to get that goal, but Parent swallows it up, and another great save by Parent.
Yeah, Kasperzak couldn't find the pass she was looking for, so she said, you know what, I'll do this myself. But Parent just able to make the nice save there. And now here's a chance for Johnson. Johnson coming down ice with help from Clifford, and Johnson, her shot just wide of Lewis. And so a nice chance there for the Bears, but just not enough on it for Johnson. Now that one's sent down by Canuel. But Yu brings it back down into the Bears' end. Trying to skate through that defensive pairing of Clifford and Canuel. But Yu just couldn't get through there. Now here's Balfour. Balfour pressured there by a couple Bears, so the Bears here putting on the full press, and that shot by Barrett. The full press working here, looks like. But coming down the other way is Francis for the Cards. Here comes that top line. Here's Wall. Back to Balfour. Balfour looking for lane to open, but she's shut down there. Nice job by Kaylee Merrill. Here's Wall battling Barrett and Bullock down there. Francis now behind the net, looking for Conlon out in front. Just couldn't get that puck to her. 1 minute to go in this opening period. Here's Forsyth, holds, finally takes the shot. The tip-in by Wall is just wide. Now it's back again to Forsyth, who gets it over to Balfour. Balfour slapper, nice use of the body there by Prolu. Wall centering that one to Francis, never got the shot away, whiffed a little bit off that one. And so again, this Potsdam Bear team really putting the bodies to work to get stops here. Rugi, that shot didn't get nowhere as Kane was able to get her stick on that one. 20 seconds to go. That turnover in center ice. Urban, nice job to take that one away. And now here's Rugi. Rugi, her shot. Nice stop again by Magali Parent. And so the Cardinals really itching for that second goal. You can feel the fire from up here that they have on their skates right now. That puck, nice clear here from the Bears. Holmes can't quite connect with that one, however, as the period comes to a close. And a nice opening period here for your Plattsburgh Cardinals as they lead the Potsdam Bears by a score of 1-0, thanks in part to Tessa Morris getting her 8th goal on the season. So this Plattsburgh team up 1-0 early. This is a team that likes scoring those opening period goals. And so Calvin, what did you like so far through one here?
Well, I like their aggressiveness. The Cardinals have really been putting the pressure on these Bears, trying to get as much shots off, trying to create as much opportunities. You know, the Bears, they've been great defensively so far, but, you know, the one goal from Morris, you know, it gave them the opportunity to score more, and I think they will in the next periods.
Yeah, and that Plattsburgh offense, like you said, has been aggressive. So far, shots on goal for your Cardinals, 7, and for the Bears, 3. But for these Potsdam Bears, so far playing a good game, especially defensively. Don't let that one goal fool you. There should be way more on the board for the Cards, but this Potsdam Bear defense, these players especially able to put their bodies out in front of these pucks, really having great eyes out there to get these blocks, let Parent not face as much pressure as she would have normally. And so we'll see if this Potsdam team can continue that, and we'll see if your Cardinals can keep this offensive pressure up, get a couple more goals. They were itching for one at the end of that period. So second period action coming up in just a little bit. We'll see if they can get goal number 2 in period number 2. So stay with us, folks. You won't want to go anywhere.
Are you bored of waiting around and doing nothing just like we are? Well, join Ski Club, because one day we'll actually get some snow on the ground and start skiing.
Film Club is a place for people who like movies and want to discuss movies can watch and discuss with other people with the same interest. We meet in Yelcom 205 at 5 p.m.
I agree. I think it's absolutely kind of ridiculous, only because those are essential products that we kind of needed to survive.
I was thinking about, a lot of people think that the men are the money makers, like no boundaries that are put against us.
I've always been interested in Forza. I think even since I was a sophomore in high school, this club specifically just caught my eye, because I felt like it was home. I felt like it was somewhere I belonged. And since day one of being here, it's literally been a family. We always try our best to include everyone and anyone in our discussions, in our meetings.
I wanted to join Forza because I really liked how it was a community, and we call ourselves a family, but it really is a family. And we try to include everyone on campus and just be more inclusive and educational at the same time while having fun.
Club International has been of great help to me as an international student because it has allowed me to be introduced to new people from different cultures. Representation matters and we know how to show it right because at every festival, we make sure not only to include representation of one, but that of many different countries. And that is why I am proud to be a part of Club International.
Club International!
To me, the gym means discipline.
The gym for me is part of who I am.
The gym is time to myself.
The gym to me is a place where I can come and clear my mind.
Find out what the gym means to you. The SUNY Plattsburgh gym at Memorial Hall has the perfect facilities for your fitness needs. From lifting rooms to basketball courts, if you're looking to have a good time or trying to get a workout in, visit Memorial Gym.
The purpose of our club is to inform all of our members about what it takes to get into grad school and how to be successful in doing so. What I like most about our club is just how excited everyone is to learn new things and figure out things that maybe we wouldn't be taught during class or on the outsides of school. And in one word that I would use to describe our club would definitely be collaborative, because everyone always has something new to say, to advise someone else, and it's just a fun and exciting environment.
I'm Angel Velasquez.
And I'm Benny Nazai.
I'm Jody Juliana Powell.
I'm Pat Pfeiffer.
Nick Cabrera.
Jamie Goodrow.
I'm Joe Mason.
I'm Marcel Gibbs.
I'm Zeb Duchamp.
I'm Ryan Nesta.
Bruce Juno.
Seals. This has been Edward Balarjan.
I'm Quasi Gittins.
John Carduello.
To stay up to date with PS News and all of Plattsburgh State TV, be sure to follow Plattsburgh State TV on all social media platforms.
I want to welcome you to yet another version of After Hours here on PSTV.
And welcome to another installment of Talk Nerdy to Me.
You look excited.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
I'm Lauren Weiss.
And I'm Kyle Bryant. Let's take a look at today's top stories.
2 minutes of the finest in news that you need to know about.
And now it's time for a PSTV News special report.
Score is scored! With 2 seconds left!
Welcome to the new and improved Memorial Hall. Located across from the Myers Art Building and opened on February 17, 2024, this is a fitness oasis. Equipped with memorabilia from old and new, a main gym, rec gym, and rock wall, there is something here for everyone.
Redoing Memorial Hall was really important because now we have all new fitness equipment and new rooms and new training rooms for our student athletes.
Come on down and see what us Cardinals are chirping about.
The after evening show with Andrew Spurgeon. Hi, how are you? No, this is Sauced and Simmered.
Host of the second season of Sauced and Simmered. This is the second seasoning. With Sauced and Simmered, the second seasoning, the Thanksgiving episode.
Man, this wine pasta got me crunk, dog. And for y'all, I'm making a pumpkin pie. So, 3 shots of vodka. Julian! It's in the bowl. No. What's going on with the eggs? You think we just dump it in?
You don't want to see what this looks like.
That's the eggshell.
It doesn't smell that bad.
He got knobbed. Turn the cameras off.
Looking to get outside and enjoy some fresh air? The Saranac River Trail is a great way to take in the scenery and get some exercise. Situated along the Saranac River, the trail starts at the SUNY Plattsburgh campus and ends up at Peace Point Park on Lake Champlain. The 2.5-mile long trail is paved and offers a great space to run, jog, or bike. So get out and enjoy some exercise while taking in all the scenery Plattsburgh has to offer on the Saranac River Trail.
Warp Radio runs on Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10 here on campus. It gives Plattsburgh students an opportunity to be a radio DJ and see if that's something they have interest in for a future career path. You're listening to WARP, Charter Channel 194, Campus Channel 10, Plattsburgh, New York.
Just keep swimming to the TV. Let's put on PSTV. They have good programs such as Card Sports, Go Cards, and Table Talk. How feeling the news?
The Vermont State Police.
And Talk Nerdy to Me. Now that's student-made, professional-grade TV. Just keep swimming.
for staying with us, everyone. Second period action about to get underway. Your Cardinals lead the Bears of Potsdam 1-0, thanks in part to Tessa Morris. But before we get you second period action here, let's give you a look around the SUNY Conference. Earlier today, Morrisville was playing Buffalo State. They were able to beat the Tigers 4-3, able to keep in that race with Canton for that crucial fourth and final spot in the SUNY playoffs. And then happening right now, Oswego State is playing Canton. They are currently in their first intermission. That score is 0-0. And if you are a Cardinals fan, you are rooting for the Roos tonight. If they can come up with that upset against Oswego, then Plattsburgh would be able to take a big point advantage over the Lakers out of Oswego State. But let's get you back down to action in this one. Second period about to get underway. And so a nice opening face-off here, that win for the Bears. And in the face-off circle this evening, it has been basically even. The Cardinals do have a slight 53% to 47% advantage in the face-off circle. But a nice keep in there by the Cardinals. And so this period starts seemingly just the way the last one ended. This Plattsburgh offensive pressure holding deep on the Bears. But can Potsdam sort of change and flip the script on this one, get some pressure of their own? We'll see if they can get it done. Here's Adriana Urban, however, moving that one past the blue line, but a nice stop there defensively by the Potsdam Bears. So Potsdam trying to clear that one out of the zone, finally are able to. And Norton here trying to push that one up to Ridgie, but unsuccessful was that push up, or able to get that one around the horn, or trying to control it. Gets it to Forsyth, who leaves it back for Bridget Orr. Or now centering that one for Ridgie, and the tip out in front by Olashansky just over the bar of Parent. And so this Cardinal pressure continuing to build and build. It'll just be a matter of time before the burst comes from Potsdam. That puck set down, however, no icing will be awarded here. And now here comes the goal scorer, Tessa Morris, with Rugi for some help. But Rugi unable to beat out the racing that was Kenuel for Potsdam. And so back down comes the puck into this Plattsburgh zone. And so we'll go glove side of Chloe Lewis. And this a nice opportunity for Potsdam if they can win and control off this faceoff, which they do. Nice win by Barrett, but that shot never got in on Chloe Lewis. If Potsdam can try to set up here, see if they can get their offense finally moving.
Yeah, definitely. The Bears have been getting dominated so far offensively by the Cardinals. They haven't really shown anything, but the Cardinals are looking for opportunity right now.
Yes, and another nice takeaway there by Kaysen Rugi, able to bring it down into the zone, however, couldn't find the pass help out in front. And so now she'll fight Barrett for it behind the net. She has help coming by Kasperzak. And so now early in this second period, the Cardinals will be going on their second power play of the evening, as it will be Elise Clifford out of Auburn, New York, headed to the box for two. Another tripping call here, the second of the night for Potsdam. And so we'll get the second opportunity to see this Plattsburgh power play in action. Their first shot at it wasn't the best, didn't get anything going there. Potsdam played some nice defense, but we'll see if things change this second time around. Here's Olashansky, far circle, puts that one in, tried to get it near side, but couldn't get anything done there. Here's Olashansky yet again, tried to center that one for you, but nice defensive work there by Prolu and Visco. Now here's Wall, near circle, finds Olashansky. Olashansky tried to get that one in front for Rugi, but Rugi unable to get the tip on that shot. And so now Lewis will play it back out for Norton. Nope, she will hold up as Rebecca Kane was behind Norton there, pushing in hard. And so Lewis didn't want any harm done here, didn't want to take the chance. Smart play by her to just cover it up there. So 1:17 to go in this Cardinal power play, and the Bears have it down in the Cardinal zone shorthanded. But Cardinals able to win that face-off. And so now Urban will take the point man on this power play. And she'll get things going as she gives it to Balfour, who cross ices that one to Kasperzak. Kasperzak into the zone. She's met though. Nice job there defensively, holding her up. That was Castro. And now Orr tried to get in through the middle. But some more action happening here. And so now a good chance, an even better chance for this Plattsburgh team, as they will have 52 seconds of 5-on-3 action, as heading to the box for yet another tripping is Jessica Bullock. And so 3 penalties for the Bears here, and all 3 have come by way of the trip.
And this is definitely not what head coach Olivia Cook wants to see. You know, the pressure being put on Potsdam offensively by these Cardinals, and now on a 5-on-3.
And now you shot just post and out. And that was a nice chance there by you. And now Rugi shot, nice glove stop there by Parent to rip that one out of the air.
Great save there by Parent. But like I was saying, you know, getting the pressure, being pressured this much offensively, you know, already given up a goal, and now your 5-on-3 is going to be very difficult for them to not give up on here now.
Yeah, and so this pressure from this Cardinal offense really getting to these Bears out of Potsdam, seemingly cracking a little bit. Let's see if Plattsburgh can find success on this 5-on-3, as that Norton shot goes right into the chest of Parent. And so Magali Parent so far on this 5-on-3 has been impressive. 2 opportunities for the Cardinals, 2 good opportunities, and 2 nice stops there by Parent, who's having herself a nice season, even though she is 1-8-1, only allowing about 2 goals a game, and has a .934 save percentage. So those win-loss numbers a bit misleading. Norton, that one tipped on by Olshansky, but just wide. Here's Wall for help, able to get that puck out of there, over to you as the power play is coming to an end, the 5-on-3 I should say, and so now a 1:06 left on the second Bullock penalty. Now Norton centering that one out in front. Here's you, her slapper, Parent, a nice save. And so the Bears able to get through the 5-on-3 there unscathed, but still 57 seconds left on the Jessica Bullock penalty. And so back on the single man advantage go the Cardinals. And so after being unsuccessful on that 5-on-3, we'll see if they can get something here on the power play. Now here's Urban. Kasperzak down to Ridgie. Ridgie getting around the ref there. Now out in front is Orr. Orr though tied up. Nice job there by Clifford. 30 seconds to go on the Plattsburgh power play. Here's Kasperzak. She holds. Doesn't find the shot. Gives it to Urban. Urban down to Ridgie. Back up to Kasperzak. And Kasperzak shot off the leg of Visco.
And again, you see these Bears putting their bodies on the line, not letting this puck get to Parent.
And now Balfour tried to look for Kasperzak on that pass, but that one hit up and out of play by Rachel Kane. And so this Potsdam penalty kill has been impressive so far tonight. We're able to get through the first 2, 8 seconds to go on this last penalty kill for them. Seemingly looking to get through it. And so we'll see if they can stay strong here. That's a nice face-off win by Conlon. Morris, however, can't control. Nice job by Garrow. Francis, though, able to keep the puck in as the power play comes to a close. And so 3 great opportunities for the Cardinals on the power play so far in this one, and they all show for nothing. So nice job here by this Potsdam defense. That puck sent around. Francis controls. Francis trying to move in on net for Morris, but Morris's tip just wide. She was looking for number 2 there. Here's Francis now, fighting for it behind the net. She's battled there by Garrow, and now Conlon trying to put that one in front yet again from Morris. Never got through. Bears trying to come the other way, but Cho has other thoughts on that chance. And so nice defensive work there by Sue-Ann Cho. Now here's you. And so Potsdam looking to put a bit of a press on here. It was working near the end of that first period, but the Bears seemingly not able to fully commit to it just yet. Now here's Morris. Morris takes it past halfway, but not before her pass gets into the stick of Rachel Kane. And now Cho comes away with it yet again. Olshansky can't help quite as well as she thought she could have. And now down the middle, that backhander out in front from... Oh, and that other slapper from Kane goes wide. And so a couple of good chances there for the Potsdam Bears, but everything pushed aside. That Cardinal defense able to swarm, huddle up near the crease of Lewis and not let anything get in on Chloe Lewis. But now coming back down again are the Bears. Rachel Kane, her shot pushed aside by Lewis, but Lewis though will cover that one up. Stop play here. And so 12:44 to go in this middle frame, and it has still been all Plattsburgh here offensively, but a little bit of a push in these last couple minutes from the Potsdam Bears. We'll see if they can capitalize on a bit of momentum here. Nice takeaway. That one's kept in. That shot from the top of the blue line never got through, and almost a chance there for Josie Purdy. She was able to control that one, would have had a nice shot to get off, but nothing there for Potsdam. But now behind the net is Barrett. Barrett can't center it, however. She has to get help here from Merrill. And now near side was Barrett, tried to push that one in, but now the other way comes Francis. Francis can't get around the defense of Potsdam. And now the Bears looking to clear that one up, but not before it hits the stick of Balfour. Now Wall on it, brings it into the zone, leaves it for Conlon, who gets it over to Francis. Francis can't control, however. Swamp is able to clear. Now a fight for it finally comes out to Conlon, who tries to get that one all the way up ice to Wall. Wall, though, couldn't find her skates, but she has Francis who collects the puck. Francis there, pressured by 2 Bears. Wall trying to get that one off those end boards. Finally able to squeak that one out. Can't control it, however. Leaves it for Francis. Francis gets it onto the stick of Kasperzak. Kasperzak now far circle, near circle, looking for the backhander, but there are too many Potsdam defenders in the way. Gets it over far side to Urban. Urban tried to put that one in on net, but that one hit the leg of Visco. So Visco yet again blocking more shots for this Potsdam Bears team, putting that offensive, defensive, both sides of the puck to work. She's a nice two-way player. And Rugi, her shot, Morris can't control the rebound. Would have had a nice chance there. And Parent takes a spill, and the refs will stop play.
And so far, the Cardinals, they've been aggressive offensively, but the way that they've been trying to create these goals have been sort of messy. It feels like some of these passes here aren't intentional. Some of these passes are sort of getting away from them, and it's not really letting them get the better opportunities. But let's see what they do here.
Yeah, and it's all thanks in part to this Potsdam defense, who's really been clogging up those lanes, not really letting Plattsburgh take the shots they necessarily want to in situations like this. But now a nice takeaway by Rugi as that puck was sitting under the legs of Kasperzak, and Morris tried to push that one in right in front of the crease but couldn't get it done. Kasperzak can't control that pass, and now here's Urban. She sends it down. Morris can't control. Nice job there getting in the way of that one was Canuel. But now that shot from Urban goes off the skate of Canuel. And yet again, this Potsdam Bear defense bending but not breaking. Urban able to keep it in. Prosic gets it to Kasperzak. Kasperzak has Rugi on the near side, and it goes through the skate of Rugi. Would have had a nice one-timer there. Had the top half of the crease, top half of the goal wide open.
And like I was saying before, these passes are just getting away from these Cardinals. You know, they have the opportunities right there, but sometimes it just doesn't work out for them.
Yeah, and so this Bear congestion really causing some communication issues with this Cardinal offense. And so nice job here by Potsdam keeping this one at 1. Here's Facette, tried to get that one onto the stick of McLean, but she was just a bit too far past the goal line to get a shot off away there, and Potsdam able to relieve pressure yet again. And they're able to go off for a nice change. But now coming back down this way yet again are the Cardinals. Here's McLean, her shot goes off a leg, and now U shot again goes off another leg of a Potsdam Bear defender. And so Potsdam just great puck tracking here, able to get in the way, able to clog things up for this Cardinal offense. And so we'll see if they can get some momentum off that, as here comes that top line for the Bears. Kane, her shot right, though, into the legs of Lewis. And Lewis giving Alicia Marandola a bit of a hit there. Didn't like her skating in that fast into her crease. Telling her, you know, let it slide this time, but next time you're not going to be so lucky. But so 8:57 to go in this middle frame. Score still the way it is when we started this period. Cardinals leading the Bears 1-0. Shots on goal, however, 13 for your Cardinals, 7 for the Bears. And now here comes Olashansky with Orr. Nice pass there from Olashansky. And now here's Bridget Orr, far side, tries to get out in front on the backhand, but Parent able to stay with her every step of the way. Now here's Urban on the blue line, gets it to Olashansky. They play it near that Cardinal bench. Olashansky, though, finds the lane out in front, but just able to get her stick in time was the sophomore Jalen Castro. And so again, really impressive stuff here defensively from this Potsdam team. They are all about clogging the lanes, putting their bodies in the way, and it is some impressive stuff.
Absolutely, and it shows how much, you know, defense can really affect the team. That's one of the reasons why they're, you know, being competitive.
Now here's a nice chance, 2-on-1, but Urban, though, just unable to keep up. Tripped the streaking in Kaylee Merrill, and so now it'll be Adriana Urban who will be heading to the box for 2. And so the Bears get another chance to go on the power play here. We'll see if maybe this is the momentum change they needed. We'll see if they can swing this game on its head and tie this one back up at 1.
Yeah, and so far, you know, Potsdam, you know, their offensive scheme hasn't been that helpful. Not really getting many opportunities compared to the Cardinals, and not really getting the shots that they want. And the Cardinals have been just dominant so far defensively.
And so now we'll see the Bears the second time on the power play for them. And we'll see if they can get something done here as Swamp moves that one down to Barrett, and out in front, what a tip by Garrow, but Lewis was up for that challenge. And so already early in this power play, Potsdam already a nice chance as here comes Barrett yet again down the middle, but that one just wide of the glove of Lewis. Now here's Rebecca Kane getting that one onto the stick of Taylor Swamp. Swamp shot, however, goes off the leg of Ridgie. And now it's back into the hands of the Bears. Here's Swamp. Swamp on that blue line. Her shot wide of the pad side. And now that centering attempt out in front. Barrett had a nice chance. So did Garrow on that far side. But this Plattsburgh defense just able to get in enough time and stop anything from going behind Lewis.
And that was a great clear out by Balfour, making sure that no Potsdam Bear was near to get that rebound shot. And, you know, just a great way to prevent them from scoring in this game.
And so Potsdam, definitely their best chance of the night to get a goal there, but just unsuccessful. Garrow and Barrett had nice chances out in front. They'll want those back. But now Potsdam, 30 seconds to go on this power play. Can they get another stellar chance like that one? That one's played up out by Rugi. So nice way to kill a few more seconds off of this Bear power play. 20 seconds to go in it. Conlon, though, trying to take it away from a coming in Bullock, but that shot just off of Lewis. That Potsdam Bear bench thought that one was in. And so as the power play comes to a close, some really great chances, their best of the night for Potsdam, but just nothing able to get past Chloe Lewis. She has been solid so far this evening.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why the Cardinals are this good. That's why they're one of the top 2 teams in the SUNY, because of Chloe Lewis and this defense.
Yeah, Chloe Lewis only allowing exactly a goal a game with a .947 save percentage. She has been having a great season this year. But that play called back as Morris there was just offsides on that far side near the Cardinal bench. And so now we'll have a face-off outside the Cardinal bench for the first time this evening. And it'll be Kasperzak and Mills yet again. Refs here discussing, getting things settled away here. And so now we'll get a face-off. And it's a nice win there by Kasperzak. Here's Forsyth near side, trying to send that one down and around. Meeting it though first was Kane. She can't get it out of the zone. So now we'll be coming back down glove side of Parent. And so same face-off players, different circle, but same winner comes away with it. That's Kasperzak. Here's Kasperzak fighting off Canuel on that far side. Mills trying to get that one around, looking for Merrill. But now on the puck is Rathburn. Rathburn can't get it away, however. Kasperzak, her shot right into that armpit of Parrott.
And Parrott, although allowing that goal from Morris in the first period, has been solid so far, saving these shots and, preventing goal-scoring opportunities for these Cardinals.
Yeah, 12 for 13 she is on the night here in saves. But now that face-off won by Potsdam. Can they get it out of the zone? Urban stops anything there from happening for Potsdam. But now able to clear it was Johnson finally. Now coming down the other way is Urban and the Cardinals. Olshansky can't control that pass, however, but Orr, nice hustle there, far side to break that one up, but just not in time as that one's coming back for an offsides. She was just a bit too ahead of herself there. Would have just held back half a second. Would have been a nice play there from Orr moving in. But that will never come to fruition. Now face off, another nice win there by Marandola for the Bears. But the Cardinals look to take it away, and Ridgie will be the one to do it. Here's Norton near side, just flipping that one in. Parent just tips it wide. Here's Orr. Orr on those end boards, has surrounded by 3 Bears. Now here's Norton. Norton has no help down in the corner. Nice defensive play there by Swamp. Ridgie, pressed by Prolu. Now here's Wall. Wall looking for Norton and Francis out in front. But Parent able to get her pad on that one. Nice awareness from the goaltender behind her own net. And now that one tried to be put in near side. That was Kira Wall. But that one just skates through the crease. Here's Francis trying to center that one yet again. Wall has to take control, however, and she gets it up to Norton. Norton now looking. Finds the shot, but it goes off another skate of a Potsdam defender. Now down in the corner is Francis, and a nice glove out of the air by Parent. And so Parent really heads up play here so far through this second period. She's had her eyes all over the ice. Nice vision here by Magali Parent, the junior out of Quebec, Canada.
Absolutely, and trying to calm down this Plattsburgh aggressiveness. She's been doing a good job. 13 for 14 so far.
And now Cho's shot off the stick and that one, nice goal by Francis, and it's 2-0 for the Cardinals. And so after that puck was bouncing around off the block by Purdy, Francis able to scoop up the rebound and put that one behind Parent. So Parent maybe a bit winded there at the end of that Cardinal pressure, but this is what you saw coming, and a nice tip out in front. It was Conlin, and so that top line yet again for this Plattsburgh team getting to work, putting this insurance on the board for the Cardinals and growing their lead to 2.
What a great shot there by Conlin. You know, puck facing behind her, but she still managed to just hit it into the net, and now it's a 2-0 lead for these Cardinals.
Yeah, and so Conlin, nice pickup off that rebound, but it's again another goal that was bounced around. It wasn't the play that Plattsburgh was looking for, but they got the luck of the draw yet again, and now it's 2-0 for the Cards. Now coming down far side is Kasperzak, but Kasperzak tied up there by Clifford and Bullock. And so now Potsdam in a bit of a deeper hole. Still not over, however. 2:52 left in this second period. Still have a whole third period for these Bears. But for Potsdam, you know, again, the struggle is offense.
Absolutely.
It's been the story all year, and it's been the same story yet again in this game.
Absolutely. And you know what they say, defense wins championships, but you know, you got to have some offense in there. I mean, the Potsdam Bears are looking like the Chicago Bears in here. You know, they got a Hall of Fame defense, but Little League offense. You know, you can't be doing that. So, and that's what's really stopping them from, you know, succeeding in these conference games.
And so now here's Prosick fighting Canuel for that one. Facette joins the battle. Canuel, nice job to keep it up and get it over onto the stick of Garrow. Garrow, though, trying to clear that one up. Johnson unable to control it. Pushed back down, and now here comes Kane. Kane, though, nice defense by Forsyth, and now the other way is McCain, and now Prosick, but Prosick, that shot off the stick, and now centered out in front. Prosick yet again couldn't get anything in behind Parent, and so Prosick off that one. Nice work there, her and McLean. Nice 2 chances trying to put the Cardinals up by 3, but Parent able to stay strong on those. Now another nice face-off win for the Bears. And the Bears have just been playing this game on this end seemingly this entire time. The ice definitely tilted in the Cardinals' favor, but now here is a chance from Castro. Leaves it for Kane. Kane, her shot off the inside pad of Lewis. And so Potsdam there again, another good opportunity, but unsuccessful with that one. Now Orr goes behind the net. Orr centering out in front for Balfour, but Balfour just put it high. Now here's Balfour, far side, trying to get that one onto the stick of Olshansky. Gets it over to Conlin. Conlin, she's got one. Can she get 2? Here's Wall. Wall tries to send it around. Conlin, though, misread that pass. Fight for it in the corner. Both teams digging for it. Who's it going to come out to? Looks like Conlin's in there trying to fight for it against both Potsdam Bears. That's Prolu and Swamp. And finally able to come out to the Cardinals. Here's Norton on that blue line. 1 minute to go in the second. Francis tries to tip that one in on net, but it goes through crease, and Wall couldn't control that rebound. Norton can't keep it in, so she'll just have to send it back down. Nice reset there for the Cardinals, but now here's Prolu. Prolu fought there by Wall, able to get it over to Swamp, but now moving in. That's a nice job there by Conlin to get it to Wall. Wall leaves it for Francis. Francis, far circle. Francis to Urban. Urban down behind the net is Wall. Wall, though, nice defense by the Bears. And now here comes Potsdam the other way. That shot off the pad of Lewis, able to push that one aside easily. 17 seconds to go in this second. Here's Wall. Nice job there defensively by Bullock. And now Garrow will hold. She's finally able to move it up. And Potsdam will clear it out. Here now are the Bears. One last shot on the period, but that shot wide from Rebecca Holmes. And so just like in that first, Plattsburgh was able to get another goal here in this second to grow their lead to 2. And that one by Kate Conlon off the shot from Frances Conlon right in front of the net of Parent, able to tip that one in to grow the lead to 2. And so, Calvin, bit of a similar story of that second period to the first period. All Cardinal offensive pressure, and Potsdam, even though they have been staying strong defensively, as we've said, there should be more goals on the board for the Cardinals, but this Potsdam Bear team has been really steadfast in front of the net of Parent, but Parent just can't make every save. And so, Calvin, heading into the third, the final 20, what does this Potsdam Bear team have to do to get something going here, at least get one on the board to get themselves back into this game?
Well, they need to be more aggressive on offense. You know, it seems like every time they get the puck or they get possession, they always trying to find like the easiest shot or the quickest shot. You know, looking like Bronny James out there, just, you know, in late minute games, you know, just want to get your shots off. But you know, they have to be more aggressive, and I think if they just stick to what they're doing defensively, which they did a good job in, but you know, just lucky, you know, rebounds, tap-ins by Morris and a tap-in by Conlon, but you know, just overall great defense by Parent and this Potsdam defense. The offense, they just need to pick it up, and you know, if they find their scheme, they find their way, maybe they could get back into this game.
Yeah, and at the end of that period, some nice work there by McLean and Prosick, but Prosick just unable to get anything done, trying to grow that Cardinal lead to 3. But as it stands, the Cardinals do lead the Potsdam Bears by a score of 2-0. But the final 20 coming up right after this short break. Game's not over yet, folks. You're going to want to stay right here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When I hear SUNY Plattsburgh, I think of support and togetherness. I never feel alone, and there's always like a community somewhere to go to. I think of activity because we're an active campus with something always going on.
My name's Alex. I'm a business and finance major, and I went to Fox Lane High School. The moment I got here, when I was walking around campus, it just felt like home. Like, it just has that feel to it that other schools don't have.
Now looking back, I was searching for a place that felt like home. And it's not easy to describe why it felt like home here, but it did. And I had this gut feeling that this just was the place for me, and I felt happy here. So many people were invested in my success, and I wasn't used to that in my life, and this felt really good, and I felt really supported.
My name's Julia. I'm a business major, so business administration, global supply chain, management, and human resource. And I graduated from Saratoga Springs High School. I chose SUNY Plattsburgh because the School of Business was so versatile, and it allowed me to have multiple majors and multiple minors and still graduate early, if not on time with the rest of my class.
My name is Matthew Wendler. I'm a junior public relations major, and I graduated as valedictorian at Morris Central School. I chose SUNY Plattsburgh because I wanted something far away. I wanted someplace different. And when I saw Plattsburgh, it was actually the only school I signed up for. I saw it was in the Adirondacks. It had that small town feel, something I was looking for. I grew up in a rural town where there's no sidewalks or really anyone else around. And I just thought it was the perfect place. It had the railroad, the lake.
My name is Eleni Espino. I'm a chemistry major at SUNY Plattsburgh, and the high school I went to was Manhattan Center for Science and Mathematics. So I chose SUNY Plattsburgh because, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, they gave me the best financial aid. So like my award summary for my work study, which is what I really wanted coming into like college, it was the best out of all the schools that I had applied to. So I was like, ultimately, this was the decision.
So I chose to come here from Brooklyn, and also I kind of weighed out my options with the other schools that I got accepted to, and Plattsburgh was the cheapest among them. It had a really nice and accepting campus feel, and also it was right near a Wendy's, so I was really happy about that.
My name's Xavier Brzett.
I major in broadcast journalism and TV and video production. I actually transferred to SUNY Plattsburgh. I knew I wanted to do broadcast journalism, so obviously I was looking for schools that had broadcast journalism. And I did the semester at Oswego, and I was like, oh, this is not what I want to do. Like, when I found SUNY Plattsburgh, I knew a few people that went here, which was great. And it just seemed to be my type of vibe. I checked it out online and I just applied. I didn't even come in person.
My name is Brandon Brathwaite. I'm a junior here at SUNY Plattsburgh. I'm from Calvert Memorial High School, and my major is Business Administration and Ministry Information Systems. I chose SUNY Plattsburgh because it's a different environment. I'm from Long Island, so it's not like anything close to it. Everything's like clustered over there. There's a lot of things spread out. Everything's in a walking distance.
The University Police Department, it's a law enforcement agency that's on the Plattsburgh State campus. Our goal here is to patrol the campus and keep the campus community, students, faculty, keep everyone safe. We're a 24/7 police department, and we just want to create a better experience here for you guys. We have a lot of community policing programs. We create a lot of events for our community and for our students. We have bike patrol units. We have the K-9 program. We have a lot of students that take up the internship opportunity, as well as the student ambassador program that provides students the ability to get an escort home. I definitely think Plattsburgh is a safe community. That's something that we kind of strive ourselves and promote. We have a very quick response time. If there's something that did happen, I would say our response time is less than a minute and we're able to get help for you. Yes, I definitely do feel safe on campus. I feel like nothing really happens in Plattsburgh. Like nothing really scary happens, especially like when you're coming from somewhere where it's like a little more crime-ridden, like the city. Like it's a very different change of scenery.
My name is Zoe Rice, and I'm from Leicester, Massachusetts. I chose SUNY Plattsburgh because I was recruited here for soccer. So during the recruiting process, I came for a visit, and it was a lot different than where I'm from, which is exactly what I wanted. And so when I came here, I was looking for a school with broadcast journalism, and SUNY Plattsburgh was the only one with that.
Well, I wanted to stay in my hometown. I wanted to be able to help give back to my community. And so that kind of left a few options for me to choose from. And of those all, SUNY Plattsburgh kind of spoke out the most to me, not just because of how close it is to where I currently live, but also because of the various opportunities it offered in terms of the human services courses and majors I could take.
My name is Benjamin Sapulo. I am a music and music arts management major. I graduated from Newark Senior High School, and I transferred from Finger Lakes Community College. So I chose SUNY Plattsburgh for a couple different reasons. My main reason was for the major I went into. I had graduated from Finger Lakes Community College with an associate's degree in music recording technology, and I wasn't really sure what else I wanted to do, and I was like looking at my options. I scanned through the SUNY system and I found that Plattsburgh had the music arts management program.
My name is Ariel Sukram, and I'm a criminal justice and law and justice major with a minor in gender and women's studies, and I graduated from the High School for Medical Professions in Canarsie High School. I chose SUNY Plattsburgh all because of the criminal justice program. I got a letter in the mail saying I got accepted, and I noticed that the criminal justice program offered a variety of classes that I was very interested in.
Hello, I'm Tim Giacchetto. I am a history/adolescent education major here at SUNY Plattsburgh, and I graduated from North Salem High School. I chose Plattsburgh for a number of reasons, but on the academic side, we do have a great education program, and I knew that education was something I'd be interested in, especially in the historical field.
My name is Logan Tolman. I am a finance and business administration major. I am from Stillwater, New York, and I recently attended Castleton University before transferring into Plattsburgh. When I was looking at schools to transfer to, there was a lot of options, and I knew I wanted to get out of my previous program, and I saw that Plattsburgh had a really good business school. My mother went here as well, so she kind of swayed me into checking it out, and once I did a little virtual tour and looked at all the programs the school offered, I think that this was home. The transfer process was really easy. The application was super simple. Once I got admitted, I moved in as soon as I possibly could.
Plattsburgh State has given me a lot over the years, and I wanted to give back, and one of those ways was through coaching.
2 stints. One was 12 years, and now I'm on going into my 9th year of my 2nd stint.
Michael Rasklin, childhood education, special education in Garcia High School. My classroom experience has been very good. I started off as a journalism major, and then I switched into the childhood education program, and it was one of the best decisions I've made. The childhood education program is super welcoming, and it's just a really good overall program. It's been the best years of my life. I've met some of my closest friends. The athletics here are super competitive. We played a really good conference, all of us. So it's just a really good overall experience. If you're looking to get involved in athletics, there's plenty of different opportunities, different sports here.
So I do live in the city of Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh, I think, has really grown on me, and I've really come to appreciate this as my home, in part because there's like a little bit of everything in or around Plattsburgh. So Burlington, a little bit bigger city. It's just an hour and 15 minutes. You get a beautiful ferry ride on the way there. So I really enjoy that. There's a lot to do in Burlington. And then Montreal, which is, I think, ultimately kind of one of the great cities of the world, period, is an hour and a half away and easy to do on a day trip. So, there's great food in Montreal, there are great museums in Montreal. I'm a big live music person, so I think I saw like 9 concerts in Montreal last year, just going up and back in the same day.
Lake Champlain is an astonishing thing just to have right outside your door. Any kind of winter sports are great fun. I'm not great at winter sports, but I'm getting better. But also I love to be out in nature, and there's so many beautiful places right next door. Just to go for a walk, to go for a hike, to walk your dogs.
You have Whiteface, you have Titus, you also have Stowe Mountain in Vermont. Very good skiing up here. If you want to go hiking, you can. If you want to go whitewater rafting, you have Au Sable right over here too.
You've got the 46ers where you can just hike all the mountains around the area, such as Whiteface and other areas. You've got Au Sable Chasm, which is a beautiful place to go. I mean, honestly, year-round, but more specifically, kind of in like the fall time, in my opinion, is a great time to go.
We have Montreal about an hour north of here, and then the beautiful Lake Placid, New York, which is honestly like, doesn't matter what time of year, there's always something going on in Lake Placid, and a nice walking downtown and plenty to eat and do down there. My teammate from Plattsburgh Track and Field, he graduated a couple years ahead of me. He's a 3-time winter Olympian. His name is John Daly. He grew up in Smithtown, Long Island, but he was a 3-time winter Olympian in the sport of skeleton. So we were able to watch him in 2010, 2014, and 2018 at the Winter Games, and that was really cool. He's a heck of an athlete, and definitely proud to call him my teammate.
Plattsburgh was big enough to meet someone new every day, but small enough to run into familiar faces everywhere I went on campus.
One thing that I can tell you is SUNY Plattsburgh is the right size. And being in the right size, you can develop relationships with the students. You bump on them on the halls. When you do research with them, you actually have conversations. You know their names, which is a great thing. And also in classrooms, sometimes you can actually reach out to them, bring them to your office, and have individual conversations and learn about their stories, about their struggles, and if we can help them.
I met people from all over the world, not just New York, not just the United States, but the Caribbean and Asia. And so that was really cool to experience up here in very upstate New York. Growing up in Little Castleton, New York, just south of Albany, I graduated with 76 kids, and I felt like my transition to here was very easy. And I never saw lots of people at one time. I felt like I saw a lot of the same faces, but I still saw a new face every day.
In addition, we have students from different countries. We have students from Africa, like Ethiopia. We have students from Asia, like China. We have students from Latin America, from Vietnam, as well as students from Canada. I can get to know all of the students in my classes after 2.
Thank Thanks for staying with us, everyone. The final 20 about to get underway here between your Plattsburgh State Cardinals, who lead the Potsdam Bears by a score of 2-0. But before we get you to third period action, a bit of an update here from the SUNYAC. Oswego leads Canton 3-0, so not something you want to be seeing as a Plattsburgh fan, as Oswego will look to hold that 1-point lead over Plattsburgh here. But in the men's side of the ice, your Plattsburgh Cardinals are in Morrisville. They are beating the Mustangs 4-0. So the men able to get back on track after those two disappointing losses last weekend. But for these Plattsburgh Cardinals here tonight, they still have 20 minutes, still have to get the job done. Only a 2-goal lead, but getting that insurance for the Cardinals was Conlon off of that Francis shot. Kate Conlon able to just tip it in behind the back of Parent, and that's how we got to the place we are now. But 20 more minutes to go, and let's see the end of this one. Can the Cardinals hold on, or can the Bears get the late comeback here and surprise this Plattsburgh Cardinal team and shock the Ronald B? But so, through two, it has been nothing but Cardinal offensive pressure. One more period, though, for these Potsdam Bears, and head coach Olivia Cook has to be preaching that in the locker rooms. Push on offense, push on offense, push on offense. Your defense has been good. Don't worry about the 2 goals that are on the board. It's not necessarily the defense's fault. They have been stellar. But it is time for the offense to wake up, finally get their skates underneath them if they can, and put some pressure back on this Cardinal team. And now here's Urban. Urban looking, finally finds Wall cross ice as she moves in up on Clifford, but she'll just put that aside as the Cardinals will go off for a full line change. And so now Potsdam plays it in the corner, trying to get around Olshansky. Was Bullock, but Bullock never got that clear out of the zone. And so now here's Ridgie on to Olshansky behind the net, looking for Orr, but she finds the stick of Riley Garrow instead. And so now Balfour races for that one against Johnson, and she wins that battle. Now Orr near side, looking to move that puck up ice. She'll just hold for a second, doesn't find the pass that she wants. Now finally crosses it to Balfour. Balfour moving it up and around the horn. Ruge, though, they call for a change due the Cardinals, and so now here come the Bears. Leading this charge is Bullock, but Bullock shot off the stick of Ruge. Now Johnson can't find that one out in front, and so Kason Ruge gets it over to Morris, who tips it ahead, tries to get past Kane, but won't get there in time. And so now we'll be getting this puck back down in the Cardinal zone, and Potsdam has to get this offense going sooner rather than later. Still, though, a bunch of time left. 8:16 to go in this period. We'll see if Potsdam can get something started here, but not if Plattsburgh has anything to say about it. And as we've been saying, this Potsdam defense has been good. Plattsburgh's has just been better. And now that shot out in front by Canuel just goes wide, nowhere near Lewis. And so now it's played on the near corner. That shot wide. Now here's Canuel. She can't get past Ruge. And so now Balfour collects. Little pressure here by Merrill, the grad student out of Wasilla, Alaska. And a nice takeaway there by Merrill. Out in front, off the mask of Lewis. Heads up save from Chloe Lewis. Now here's Ruge. Ruge skates around behind Chloe Lewis, but she just elects to give it away. Full line change again for the Cards. But now here's Prolu's shot, and that one off the far pad of Lewis. Now here's McLean. This line of McLean, Facette, and Prosick getting momentum at the end of that second period, had some nice chances out in front of Parrott, but not able to complete any one of them. We'll see if they can get something done here early in this third, as that shot by Cho is in the top corner. Top bins there for Cho. That pass wasn't too hard, wasn't too soft, it was just right.
Yeah, absolutely. And, this isn't what you want to see from Potsdam, letting up that goal, already down 2-0, but a nice shot there by Cho, undefendable, and, 3-0 lead. 3-0 lead for Plattsburgh.
And so Sue Ann Cho had her mark on this game already defensively, made some nice defensive stops there in that first and especially that second period, and finally gets a goal to show for it. That one her second on the year. And so Sue Ann Cho puts the Cards up by 3. They're soaring here against these Potsdam Bears. Now here comes the hometown kid, Facette. She tries to hold and shoot, but just nothing going on there. And so now that shot off the stick of Bullock pushed aside. And now a fight for it behind the net of Lewis. Urban trying to get that one out of there. That put back in on Lewis, but she's able to stand firm, and now here comes Francis. Francis moves down ice, has to get through 3 Bears. Not able to do anything with that one. She has Conlon, though, for help, and back out on the ice is this top line for the Cardinals. Here's Wall. Wall can't control it, however. Nice job there by Bullock. Now moving it up is Holmes. Holmes can't get around Kane. So 2 Bears collide there, and now here's Wall getting it onto the stick of Conlon. Conlon, though, just whiffed on that shot, and Parent will cover up. But that goal by Sue Ann Cho, the junior out of Madison, Alabama. She's been playing great defense all year. Only has 2 goals, though, but that one, a nice one to put these Cardinals in a comfortable 3-0 lead.
Absolutely. And it's kind of heartbreaking for the Potsdam Bears. They tried so hard on defense, and they were stifling. They were stonewalled so far for, almost a period and a half. But then, the offense didn't make up for it, and now they're paying for it. Plattsburgh, continuously being aggressive all game, and they just ended up with 3 goals.
Yeah, and Potsdam, though, able to really get confusion in with this Plattsburgh offense. Those first 2 goals not really coming from set offensive plays that they were able to run, but that last goal, finally, Plattsburgh able to break through, find that open lane, find the shot that they were looking for, and it goes top bins on Parent. So now here's Rugi, far side, skating along the benches. Can't get past Prolu, however. Now coming back down ice are the Bears, but not if Kaysen Rugi has anything to say about it. She's been a menace on that far side. And so now it'll be onto the stick of Balfour, over to Forsyth. Forsyth down to Morris, leaves it back for Forsyth in that far circle. Rugi, her shot, got the setup, but not able to finish. And so now this Plattsburgh offense, instead of just pressuring, pushing, they're finally settling down here, able to get into their offensive rhythm. And that's just because this Potsdam team has been worn down, and so they're able to get into this groove. And so we'll see if the Cards can just stack the lead here, get some more goals, get these fans some entertainment in the Ronald B here tonight. Now Morris fighting for it. Bullock and Kane were in there. Now Forsyth battles that puck away from Castro, and now down ice is Rugi and Kasperzak, but they can't connect. And so now Kasperzak pressures Bullock. Morris getting that one to Forsyth. Forsyth trying to center that one to McLean. That would have been nice. She would have had a wide open net, but just unable to get through. Potsdam again putting their sticks in to block those passes and break them up. Here's McLean. McLean now near side, just holding. But a little more undisciplined play here from Potsdam late in this one, and so now 13:29 to go in the game. and it will be number 16, Rachel Kane for Potsdam, headed to the box for 2. She's arguing she doesn't like that call, but the refs aren't having any of it. She'll sit in the sin bin.
It's not what you want to see from the Bears, you know, trying so hard this game and, you know, already down 3-0. Although they've been successful on killing these penalties.
And so now you had a nice chance there, but Rugi couldn't tip that one in off of the rebound. And so now we'll get to see the power play for the Cardinals for the 4th time this evening. Oleshansky had a nice chance there. That puck just goes through her skates. Back up to you, over to Norton. Norton down to Wall. Wall tries to cross ice that one for Oleshansky, but couldn't get that pass in on her stick. Nice job there by Prolu. Now here's you. Her shot tried to tip on out in front was Rugi, but she just put that one wide. Now here's Wall out in front for Rugi yet again, but 2 Bears tie her up. Nice job there by Josie Purdy. Here's Norton. And so Purdy and Rugi going at it in front of the crease. Norton just skates around, finally leaves it for Wall. Wall, her shot out in front, tipped on by Barrett, but she was able to get that one out of the way. Now here's Wall yet again. Wall, the backhander, tried to go near post, but Parent, nice stop there to keep this game at 3. 53 seconds to go in the Cardinal power play.
Like I was saying, you know, the Bears have been successful so far of preventing the Cardinals from scoring on these power plays. And, you know, it might be different here because they're more tired now. And, you know, the lead has changed heavily since the last power play. But so far, they've been doing very good.
And so now here's Balfour after that Plattsburgh face-off win. Now Urban, the point man, over to Kasperzak, back to Urban. Now to Kasperzak, far circle, tries to center that one in front to Balfour. The Balfour tied up there by a group of Bears. Now here's Kasperzak, tries to leave it for Orr, but Orr didn't realize the play there, and so a good clear from Potsdam. Now here's Urban, collecting, getting it to Kasperzak. Cross ice to Balfour. Balfour near side. Looking for someone out in front, she'll just take it around. No one was there. Ridgie was there a bit late. And now Kasperzak leaves it for Ridgie. Ridgie tries to center out in front, back to Ridgie, so some tic-tac-toe here as the power play comes to a close. But again, Potsdam able to shut down this Cardinal power play. So Plattsburgh 0 for 4 tonight on the man advantage, and now here comes Rebecca Kane. Rebecca Kane, her shot past the skates of Urban, not the shot she wanted to get off there. And now far side Kasperzak just dumps that one in as she goes off for a change. Prolu trying to get that one up to Kane. And now Kane moves in, but her shot just pushed aside by Lewis. Easy work for Chloe Lewis there. And now here's Ridgie. She's got help from Yu and Conlin. Conlin down the middle, though nice defense there by Prolu, and Swamp collects. Looking to center that one up for Johnson, but that one just a bit high for her. Now here goes Yu yet again. Francis, far side, able to get it to Morris. Morris, though, couldn't control. Nice pressure there by the Potsdam D. Now Francis in the corner. Now far circle, her shot put in on net. Parent, nice stop. And that attempt by Morris to push that one in far side is swallowed by Magali Parent. And so Magali Parent, decent night tonight. Probably not the one she was looking for. 19 of 22. And so far for Chloe Lewis, holding the shutout, keeping that goose egg on the board for the Bears. She's a perfect 14 for 14. Ridgie, a nice takeaway there, but he'll dump it in. Or gives chase as collecting it is Clifford. And now moving that one up off the glass is Bullock. Lewis puts that one behind her, but first on that one is Purdy. Purdy having a good game so far for the Bears. She's been impactful in this one. Now Clifford. Clifford will look to reset. She pushes that up ice to Barrett. Barrett tries to get a shot away, but Urban had her stick on that one. Nice job there by Adriana Urban. Here's Ridgie for Francis. Francis far side trying to get around the play there of Rachel Kane. But Kane, nice use of the stick to push that play off sides. And so through halfway in this third, only 9:32 to go in this game. But so far, it has still been all offense for the Cardinals. A couple chances, though, for the Bears, but just better defensive play from the Cards here in this third period. Now here's Conlin. She'll fight in the corner against Canuel. Potsdam trying to get it up and out of their own end. Conlin, though, nice effort there to keep it in. Francis races for it with Kane and Canuel. Potsdam, though, trying to clear. Here's Rebecca Kane. Can't find Rachel, her sister, there on that one. And now here's Francis. Francis, though, battling Rathburn. Now Prolu standing strong, and Rathburn comes away with it. Rathburn trying to flip that one up to Rebecca Kane, but can't get it on her stick quite fast enough. And so now here's Rugi far side. Rugi, though, met there. That was a nice stand by Visco. And now the shot from Rathburn, gloved out of the air by Lewis.
And Lewis putting up a good game. You know, the Bears were being aggressive earlier in the third period, but Lewis has just been there the entire time, 15 for 15 on saves. You know, just great job by her and this defense.
So Prolu keeping it in, getting it over to Swamp, and Swamp shot off the right pad of Lewis. So just able to get her pad on that one. And now coming down the ice are the Cardinals. Here's Kasperzak. Morris has to wait on that blue line. Same thing with Cho. Kasperzak, her shot off the inside shoulder of Parent. Now Rugi trying to center that out one in front, and Kasperzak had a nice chance on the rebound, but she puts it wide. Now here's Swamp facing pressure from Kasperzak. Help from Morris. Now Rugi trying to get that one out in front, but a nice tie up there. Nice recovery by Victoria Prolu. Here's Yu getting that one over to Cho. 7:40 to go in the game. That one, though, sent down, and that will for sure be coming back for an icing.
Let's go, girls.
So 7:37 to go in this final period. And for the Bears, they have to get something going now, or else it might just be not enough time for them to get the needed amount of scoring they need here. But now a nice face-off win in a crucial spot for the Bears. But can Cardinals clear and get things out of danger? They do. And so the Bears, another blown opportunity in the offensive zone. They can't have many more of those. Now here's Johnson. Can't get anything working here for the Bears. Barrett will try to move it in. Johnson gives chase, but Urban gets there first. And now it's hit back out of the Plattsburgh zone. And so now here's Urban to take it away. Oh, nice play there by Barrett to keep it in. Barrett around the back of the net looking for help. Has Prolu, but not much else. Has Merrill as well. Now Merrill will fight for it. Help there from Purdy. Can't get anything in, however. Purdy tried to get a shot away, but nice defense here from the Cardinals. And now finally they're able to clear. Purdy, though, able to block that one up yet again. McLean doesn't bring it in. She'll skate around, finally dump it in as she goes off for a change. And recovering that one is Rachel Kane. Here's Kane looking to move that one up to Marandola, but she doesn't get there in time. And now here's Norton, leaving it for Urban. Up ice now go the Cards. It's back to Norton, far side. Norton has Ridgie and Olashansky for help, along with Orr. Ridgie cannot control that pass. Look to back off a little bit on that one with Jalen Castro. Orr moving in, can't get control, can't repossess it for the Cards. And now Canuel will race Olashansky for it, but Olashansky gets there first, get it down to Ridgie, who tried to move it back to May, but May couldn't do nothing there with that one. Now Norton trying to clear and pushes it in the zone. Reggie will give chase to negate the icing, but Prolu gets there first, and now Swamp is over on the other side. Swamp can't get that one past Francis, who keeps it in on the blue line, and now here's Kiara Wall. Kiara Wall, her shot though, off the skate of Prolu and off the glass. And now Wall pressured there by Swamp. Now there's Rathburn. Wall repossesses it. Now Conlon out in front, trying to get number 2 on the night, but she was taken down there. Good defense out in front. Now here's Swamp, moving it ahead to Rathburn. Racing for that one for the Bears is Visco. Forsyth battling and able to keep it for the Cardinals. Less than 5 minutes to go. Potsdam has to get something going here, but this Plattsburgh defense just shutting the door every single time. So now Prolu looking to get that one over, can't find Clifford. Now Francis far circle, onto the stick of Kasperzak behind the net. She's though pressed there by Elise Clifford. Now Forsyth on the blue line, over to Balfour. Balfour back to Rugi. Rugi, her shot, the tip on by Kasperzak just goes wide. And now here's Morris. Morris got the scoring started in this one, leaves it for Forsyth, who gets it over to Rugi, and Rugi's shot through the crease of Parent, but able to make the stop. Now here's Kasperzak yet again, and she tries to tip that one in on net, but it never got through a red jersey. Now trying to get that one ahead is Olivia Visco. Has to reset, however, as she goes off for the change. Now Forsyth moves it up to Morris, who gets it up, can't quite find Kasperzak. Now it's back in the Plattsburgh end. Here comes Potsdam with Johnson. She is unable to get a shot off. Now the shot there from Garrow off the mask of a Plattsburgh defender. Now here's Johnson, pressured there by Forsyth. Trying to get that one out is Rebecca Holmes, but she can't quite squeeze that one out. And so a fight for it on those end boards. Here's Kasperzak around the back of Lewis. Kasperzak looking to bring it up, 3 minutes to go in the game. She holds as the defense goes off for a change, and now the offensive line will go off for a change. And coming back on is this third line for the Cardinals. But now moving up ahead is Bullock, and her shot on that far side is easily swallowed by Lewis.
Plattsburgh defense so far throughout this game has just entirely been just dominant. You know, not preventing any goal-scoring opportunities for these Bears, and overall just been a brick wall so far for them.
Yeah, and Potsdam, even though they haven't been able to get down into the Cardinal zone much throughout this one, when they have, this Plattsburgh defense has been lights out, especially that pairing of Su An Cho and So Young Yu. And that shot by Oleshansky almost goes in, but Parent able to get her shoulder there in time. Now here's Orr. Orr fighting Johnson for that one in the corner. Finally, Potsdam able to come away with it. Rachel Kane trying to skate with it, moves it up to Purdy, who tried to move it up to Merrill. But nothing happening yet again for this Potsdam team. 2 minutes to go. Here's Cho. Now moving it up is Francis. Francis, though, met there by a hot Jalen Castro. She was coming in with speed. Now here's Francis. Pressured there by two Bears. But Yu able to keep it in. Nice job from her. But it's Potsdam flipping it out into center ice. Wall trying to push it back in. Francis with help. But Prolu sends it back out, and now a fight for it. Prolu again on the puck. Able to get it over to Kane. But Kane there met by the captain, Norton. And now Potsdam will hold in that far corner. Minute 15 to go. Here's Wall. Wall trying to repossess that one for the Cardinals, but Victoria Prolu is up for the challenge. She's able to clear, but Conlon gets there first for the Cards. And Conlon trying to get through, and as as Alicia Marandola was going off the ice there, just a bit too undisciplined, tripped up Conlin there. And so for the final 57 seconds of the game, Plattsburgh will be on the power play, essentially ending this one. And so Plattsburgh will be able to stay in the race for first place in the SUNYAC. And for these Potsdam Bears, an unexpectedly terrible season just gets worse for them. They just can't seem to get out of their own way. And so now here's Rugi behind the back of the net, gets it to Balfour, who leaves it back for Rugi, back to Balfour. And now Rugi again on the forehand, couldn't control it. Now down to Kasperzak. Kasperzak pressured there. Bullock giving some nice pressure along with Josie Purdy. Two players, even though for a team that is walking out of this building with the loss, those two players have had a big impact along with the one who's on the puck now, Sarah Barrett. Now Balfour recontrols, less than 10 seconds to go. And so this one will come to a close as the horn sounds. And for your Cardinals, a textbook game, 3 periods of play, 3 goals scored, and that's your final through this one. Plattsburgh beats the Bears out of Potsdam by a score of 3-0, but a nice defensive game here from both sides, but especially for this Plattsburgh team, as Chloe Lewis earns another shutout on the year as she goes a perfect 15 for 15. But Calvin, this game here tonight, a nice 3-0 statement victory for the Cardinals, now on a 2-game win streak. They will go to Potsdam tomorrow. But what'd you like out of this game from the ladies?
Well, I love that they were aggressive all the way through. And, Potsdam, they put up a good effort, during the first period defensively. But, this is what happens when you play one of the best teams in the SUNYAC in Division III women's hockey. They eventually get there, and they did, scoring Tessa Morris, scoring in that first period, and it was all Cardinals since then.
Yeah. And that being the story of this game, definitely that offensive pressure never stopping. The Cardinals never took their foot off the gas. It was pressure, burst pipes, and definitely for these Bears, a couple burst pipes here tonight as they give up a 3-0 loss. But these Cardinals will be right back in action tomorrow in Potsdam. They will be playing over there, seeing if they can get this win streak up to 3. That would be nice for them to have a undefeated weekend to keep things going. But we'll show you how this game happened. Conlin getting that second goal there, a nice tip in off the shot of Francis. And that said all you needed to see. This offense, it was going, but never really got comfortable. A lot, especially those first 2 goals, came off of trick plays, a little bit of lucky puck bounce, but that happened to be in favor for the Cardinals. And so a nice 3-0 win for your Plattsburgh Cardinals here, as we said earlier, heading to Potsdam tomorrow to play the Bears yet again. But thank you all so much for joining us here on our women's hockey coverage here tonight from the Ronald B. Your Cardinals once again walk away with the 3-0 victory. The 3 stars of the game being announced now. Morris, the 3rd star. Conlin, your 2nd star. And your 1st star, of course, the final goal scorer, Sue Ann Cho, got her 2nd goal of the year. And she was the star player, really, of this game tonight. Great play defensively throughout those first 2 periods, really shut down when Potsdam got the few chances that they got. That 3rd line pairing of Cho and Yu was impressive tonight for these Cardinals defensively. And so once again, we'd like to thank you all for joining us again on our coverage here on PSTV. Remember to hit that subscribe button, remember to hit that like button, and remember to click that bell notification button so that you always get notified when Plattsburgh State TV goes live with more Cardinal action. But before we get out of here, just have to give a big special thanks to all the cast and crew members who work effortlessly to put this production on each and every weekend. A big shout out to John Chambers, Bruce Carlin, John Little, our EPs, Connor Ryan, and Chris Brano. We couldn't do it without all of them. And of course, our crew here who operates the cameras, the board, our directors. We can't do it without y'all. Thank you so much. But that is it from us here at the Ronald B. For Calvin Nelson, I'm Hans Hummerschlag. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We will see you back here next weekend, Valentine's Day weekend, with 2 back-to-back doubleheader action days that you won't want to miss. Thank you all so much yet again, and have a great rest of your evening.
Great job, guys. Great job.